From the Detroit Free Press, I'm Robin Chan with today's Voice Briefing. It's Friday, February 28th, 2025.
I'm Clara Hendrickson for the Detroit Free Press. Governor Gretchen Whitmer delivered her State of the State speech Wednesday night, laying out a policy vision for funding roads, limiting students' phone use in school, and streamlining licensing and permitting. In her address, she broadly laid out her approach in a new era of divided government, striking a bipartisan tone. She also reiterated her desire to find common ground with President Donald Trump, while reiterating her deep concerns with his proposed 25% tariffs on goods imported from Canada and Mexico. She bookended her speech with calls for unity as the country grapples with political polarization. Whitmer described Michigan as a microcosm of the U.S. and said the state has the opportunity to serve as a model for coming together to address shared challenges. Quote, "Our people are not as divided as our politics. I really believe that," end quote.
For the Detroit Free Press, I'm Keith Matheny. Plans for a Topgolf driving range, restaurant, and entertainment complex off Interstate 275 in Canton Township have hit a major snag. Michigan Eagle, the state's environmental regulator, has denied a needed wetlands filling permit for the project, throwing the development, already approved unanimously by the Township Planning Commission, into serious uncertainty. Developers Top Canton LLC proposed to fill more than 7 acres of wetlands on the property near the freeway, bounded by Warren and Ford roads. They proposed as mitigation to build another 3-acre wetland on a different part of the 55-acre parcel, and to pay into a state bank to build wetlands elsewhere. But Eagle officials, in their denial, said the proposal would impact natural resources and disrupt one of the last large, intact, high-functioning forested wetland systems in western Wayne County. Regulators added that the developers hadn't considered other reasonable and prudent options that would be less impactful to wetlands, including building the project on another location. Whether the project can address the environmental concerns to regulators' satisfaction on the current proposed Topgolf site, or whether they will look for another spot nearby, isn't clear at the moment. The project developer declined to comment to the Free Press.
I'm Sue Salaski, Detroit Free Press food and restaurant writer. As the Lenten season begins next week on March 5th, also known as Ash Wednesday, it's also when fish fry season kicks off. But this Lenten season, a time when many metro area Christians observing Lent abstain from meat and turn to fish on Fridays, one popular Detroit Parish's fish fry is taking a different turn and scaling back. Detroit's historic and ornate Sweetest Heart of Mary typically holds an annual fish fry during Lent. It draws thousands of guests. The Free Press has learned that the event will not take place in its usual manner this year. The church's fish fry typically starts on Ash Wednesday. This year, it will not, nor will it happen on the first Friday of Lent. Al Sebastian, the chair of the church's financial council, told the Free Press its fish fry is modified this year and not taking place as it has in years past. Only one fish fry dinner will happen this year, and that's on March 21st. Sweetest Heart of Mary's fish fry is one of the church's key fundraisers. Others are its annual pierogi festival, monthly dinners in the parish hall, and weddings. Each Friday during Lent, the church's fish fry offered beer-battered cod, plus other fish options, shrimp, and pierogi dinners. Sebastian said that additional details of this year's lone fish fry dinner are still being worked out.
Find more from the Detroit Free Press on freep.com. That's FREEP.com. Thank you for listening. Have a great weekend, and you'll hear more from us Monday.